Hello, my name's Rachel. If you're watching, you probably came from my other social media, so I'm not going to do a big self-introduction, but I'm a knitter and crocheter and I live in Japan. So I'm hoping this YouTube channel can be a way for me to talk about the projects I'm making, the projects I want to make, a way to hold me more accountable to finishing certain projects that I've been putting off as an avid procrastinator. So without further ado, what am I working on right now? So this is the project that I've been working on mostly this month. Did it fall off of the needles? It fell off of the needles. So I started this off as a bottom-up knit top. I thought about stopping as a tank top, but I'm not really a tank top person, so I'm adding sleeves. However, I might just completely redo the sleeves. I was gonna try and cast off and see how it looks right now. So what I did was I picked up all the stitches here on the sleeve, and then I doubled it for the next row, so I increased every other stitch. And then the row after that, I increased every 2 stitches. So I think when cast off, it'll probably have like a really pretty flowy look, but it's just a lot of length to knit, and I'm kind of feeling done with this top and ready to be able to wear it for the rest of the summer. I'm gonna do a jump cut to future me to check on this top after I have cast off all the stitches. So I finally finished casting off this sleeve. So let's try it on and see if this frilly bunch of mess of sleeve is gonna be actually worth it. I don't know, I think it's looking kind of cute right now. So this is the sleeve with it done. I think it looks okay. What I tried to do was to decrease among the bottom here, and then so that it would be longer at the top and shorter at the bottom, but I kept on forgetting to decrease. So it just kind of looks like this right now. Compared to the tank top here, from the side it does look a little ruffled too much, but I also kept the bottom open so that it wouldn't get all armpit sweaty. Yeah, and I think once I try and block it a little bit, it'll come out a little more. But I guess since I already have this done, I don't know, maybe it is a little too ruffly. I might just try again, just increasing once and not twice. I'm kind of torn on this. I think I might redo it with it not being as ruffly, because I also only have a certain amount of yarn left and it is a little heavy, so it's revealing this right here. So I think I'm gonna redo it with just one set of increases, and then hopefully it'll go faster for both sides. By the way, the yarn I'm using is some yarn that I bought at Yuzawaya, one of the big chain craft stores here. It's 50% acrylic and I think 50% a mix of cotton and hemp. I think it's really pretty. I think it's a very natural color, and after doing so many kind of like unnatural and colorful things lately, I kind of wanted a project to reset myself. So the next project that I've been working on is this star top. So I was using Mrs. Mooney Heaven YouTube tutorial for the star halter top. However, like I'm not a sleeveless person, I'm also not a halter top person. So I crocheted this following the pattern at least for the star part. This is using a lot of different yarns that I picked up over time. The one in the middle, I'm not sure where I got, but it's just a cheap acrylic yarn. After that, I have some yarn that I bought on Mercari, some acrylic mohair. This fluffy yarn I bought on a trip to Taiwan. If you're ever in Taiwan, try and find this yarn shop. It's up on the 7th or 8th floor of an apartment building. You need to get the security person to ring you up the elevator, and it's half an office, I think, where they do a lot of exporting of these yarns, but then they have a small section where they sell yarn to the public. It's a mother and son that run it, I believe. The mother doesn't speak English, but the son was fluent in English and was able to tell me about all the different yarns that they have. There's also some of my favorite ribbon yarn that I got from Amimono Spin in Shibuya. I like to mix it with mohair that's on the edges here. It adds this really pretty sparkly effect. And then I have some leftover of yarn that I got from Daiso that I used for my Florence cardigan by Foiling Crochet when I did the pattern test for that. So it's really an eclectic mix of all of my favorite like pink and sparkly yarns. So at first I decided to try and do the original YouTube tutorial pattern of crocheting along this side to make the back. But I was using this really thick Daiso cotton yarn mixed with this other yarn that I bought in Taiwan. I wasn't really liking what was going on there, so I had the idea of maybe trying to knit instead so it wouldn't be as thick compared to the main body of it. So I'm gonna give that a try. I'm planning to wear this to Cat's Eyes concert, which is very soon now, so I really need to kind of figure out what I'm doing with this. Those who know me know I love pigeons and doves of all sizes and all types. I've had this acrylic yarn as well. This is also from a friend. I got it about a year ago at a craft meetup and have been holding on to it for a while and have decided I'm gonna finally start making little pigeon amigurumi. So I bought some purple and green for around the neck. This week what I'm hoping to get accomplished is a pigeon or two from this yarn. So this is a foreign brand. I think it's this is from Hobby, but it's made in Turkey. And this is a Japanese brand. This is one of the main, more budget brands, Hamanaka Boni yarn. So this is just one of the cheapest acrylics other than Daiso that you can get here. I'm trying to start my amigurumi journey again. I did make a pigeon about 2 years ago. So this was the first pigeon that I made when I first started feeding the pigeons outside of my door. I'll put some footage on, but I'm hoping I can make more little pigeons, but maybe some more colorful rock pigeons, maybe some more recognizable pigeons for the masses who don't know the difference between a rock dove and a turtle dove. So I did make takopi from Takopi no Genzai, Takopi's original sin. I didn't have polyester stuffing, so it's actually stuffed with this really nice cotton that I bought for the purpose of trying to spin, but my spinning journey is still somewhere around the bend there, so I decided to use it to stuff my little takopi here. Yeah, in the background I just have some hats that I've made before, so maybe I'll just try them on. I never wear this hat. I never wear bucket hats, but it's still just sitting around. I have 2 of these hats, so maybe I'll just hold on to them for a while. Oh, finally, another 2 projects that I'm gonna work on this month. So I'm gonna do some small tapestries. I think even if I explained what tapestry I'm doing with these colors, it would be a mystery until you see the video. There's a story attached to it. I'm planning on making 2 stories about when I worked in the J-pop industry. Get excited for that. I also want to make a little Korok from Legend of Zelda, so I have some little Korok colors. So we will see what happens if I actually get around to making all of these videos. But I think I will. It's too hot to do anything in Japan right now. So I'm really excited to be able to just work on my crochet skills and some of my storytelling skills and writing skills in my short form videos. So if you're not watching my short form videos, please do. And as I'm just starting this YouTube channel, if you're interested in following my journey, please subscribe and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.